Hey there, I'm Kelly Johnson and I am a maker, and today we will be making some spooky projects using Alumilite's amazing casting resin, some black spray paint, some super glue, and also some buggies. It's going to be a very fun and versatile project that you can do any time of year, but it's spooky season, so let's get started. Before we get started, we always want to protect our phalanges and also protect our eyeballs. And that's PPE. And now, let's get casting. Since these buggies are super small and their legs are really tiny, I'm gonna be using some pipettes. And this is really gonna help us to get those intricate details. And I actually got all of mine from the creation kit. It comes with a bunch of them, so we can kind of use them up. So, dang it, that's pretty much it. So for this project, I am actually gonna pick up this cup because it's so tiny. For this project, I'm actually gonna use just about 10 milliliters at a time because this product, this amazing casting resin, only has a 2-minute working time, which is amazing because you can get a lot done in a little amount of time. But with these tiny, really intricate castings, it will take us a little time to fill up. So let's work a few at a time. Take our time with it, have fun, don't stress out, and don't give yourself more than the resin can handle at this point. All right, so these have been sitting here for about 10 minutes and they are fully cured and ready to demold, but a good test is to take a little stick of some sort and tap. Perfect. So now we can demold. So the reason why I was using the pipette earlier, now it might seem like an extra step, but you can see this little guy right here. It came out perfectly. The first time I did this, I did not use a pipette and I poured the epoxy onto it. And you can see all of the leftover resin or the overflow of resin or the flashing. That is so difficult to actually get off. Squeeze it in, use a little needle tool to get it right where you need, and you're gonna have a much better casting. So we made a ton of castings of these little bugs, so they are all ready to go. And something that we actually did, we've been heating these up under a heat lamp for a little bit. And what that does, I'll show you, it makes them very flexible. So I'll be able to actually curve these around the bowl, which is going to be crucial. But if you don't have a heat lamp, don't worry. A heat gun will work just as well. So what we're going to do is actually glue each little buggy onto the bowl with some super glue. And while it's there, I'm going to use a little bit of tape that I already have pre-cut and tape it right on top just so I don't have to sit there holding it while the glue dries. So let's get to it. All right, so all of the buggies are on the bowl, and now it's time to spray paint this whole thing black. But what I wanted to do first was actually mask off this rim. So this is actually a gray bowl, and I thought it'd look really cool to keep that gray rim. So let's go. All right, it is finally done. And I have to say, this one was one of those times where I'm like, okay, you gotta trust the process because I wasn't super excited at the very beginning, but now I love it. It was so simple to do. So simple that my friend Jess, off camera, actually made this amazing vase. Look at all the bats on there. So stinking cool. Now, even though we did a very spooky themed project this time, this could be good for any season, any time of year, or any project at all. So I hope you have a very spooky season, and we'll catch you next time. If this project inspired you to create something frightening or scary or otherwise disturbing, we would love to see it. So please tag us because that's the only way that we'll be able to see it, and we would love to feature you.